Car.
Oh, somebody's been earning pay. Sweet ride.
They've been like right now.
And welcome to Need for Speed Heat. Yes, the first.
Everyone else in this town.
So this is more. The showdown is basically Need for Speed.
Think you can put on a race and I won't hear about it?
That was the plan, Kenny.
Well, I'm here now, and I'm about to give these beginners a little taste of the Speed Boys.
Ever think a pretty name crashing race that you got no business being in?
You step out on these roads and you're fair game. You hear that, great horse? Is he talking to me? Damn right I'm talking to you. I'm numero uno around here. Don't you forget it.
Oh, Kenny. I'm gonna destroy you.
You think nothing else tonight? Be here.
Alright, just be here, but that's fine. Job's done. Job's done, that's good.
Change car.
Nice try. You got a little way to go before they give you a shot.
Who's they?
That's the league.
It's been around for years. Showdown floods this place with new blood. They surface and check out the talent. Once you're in, it's access to everything. Best cars, races, car here every single night? That's your answer. They say Luca was almost in and gave it up. Sounds just like you.
Oh, yeah. It's ringing again.
Suspect last seen driving at high speeds near West Side.
Shit.
If you're wondering why it rings, it's
Cops show up.
constantly based on when, and that's what happens. It just rings randomly from time to time.
Too bad. It's having fun.
You can keep racing if you want. It's your choice. Just remember, if you're gonna get in trouble, don't get caught. Kinda ruins the whole name-making thing.
Good point. So we can decide to bank our rep, go to a safe house, done, night's over, go back to daytime, or we can go back out again, it's up to you. But I think we did another race. So we're going to risk it. Let's do it. I feel like the night is still young. So you could keep this car, potentially, and keep upgrading it, which is kind of mad. Kind of crazy. I like how they've done customization this time around. Payback with the whole speed cards. Didn't gel with me at all. I didn't like them. Customization in terms of performance is so much better. So much better. Where's the end of the race? This will be our first win, baby. We did it. Now it's time to go and bank our rep, please. Right, so we've got to find the nearest safe house. So I've gone to the map. You have to go to them if you've not gone to them before. Yeah, let's go. Do it. I'm out of here. Bye bye.
Out here. So bye-bye.
So I believe you can still fast travel at night. You have to have literally no heater source, which is pretty difficult. So fast travel isn't quite as accessible as at night. I guess
16.
It's gotta be cheap. So billboards, they are a collectible. You smash into them and they obliterate. Again, I'm getting confused there with the mini map. I don't know if that was just me. It's been a bit weird to follow. I don't know. Perhaps it's just me, I was being a bit... Perhaps I was lying. I got no idea. You got billboards, you got flamingos, like neon lights. You have like graffiti art to collect as well. And jump to do, there's a lot to do. And some of these actually, so you get every flamingo
and
unlocks a car you can purchase.
And the first night. And the first night.
Night ended. Woo! There's a slight glitch there. I think we earned a little bit of money, but we don't tend to earn money at night. It's more of a showdown event. Showdown. The showdown basically gets you more money.
You got fast.
We're now gone from rep 1 to rep 3. So not too bad.
Next morning.
Pretty good. So now,
It's been about 5 minutes, and we already got hundreds of views.
A bit more subtle. I don't think a big wing on the
Linemaker.
Hey there guys, Linemaker here from Linemaker Studios, bringing you once again a brand new hide and seek, and today we're
We're back. Ray.
The Speed Hunter Showdown is back.
Yeah. to destroy it. Destroy it. Oh my God.
What did you do? What'd you do with that sweet-ass ride? Lost the car. He lost the car. No, Shaw. This is on you. I wish you never survived. Who says he did?
You got payback.
And I'm taking Richie with me.
But we're a crew.
Not anymore. It's over.
You're just gonna walk to Ventura?
Miss Joe.
Yeah. You're on your own.
Unless somebody else. Somebody else. The difference is like the character. Try to separate the light. We think about it in can. You want it to be 6 guys here, 6 girls, 6 guys, 6 late rubber. 6. I would pick that guy, bro.
Out of town, huh? Name's Lucas. How can I help? Where it is, Clark?
Pick it. No, I've been done close. Pick it. Any you want. Pick it any you want. Why we got Need for Speed Heat stuff?
Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einem neuen Video zu präsentiert von EA Game Changers. Ja, ich habe gedacht, ich bringe euch auch ein bisschen aus England ein wenig Free Roam. Da hat man eben dieses typische, ich nenne es mal Ami-Design, dieses viereckige, quadratische Straßenlayout. Ist sehr, sehr gut zu verfolgen, weil man da sehr schön die Richtung wechseln kann und allem drum und dran. Da hat man sehr, sehr viele, ich sag mal, Möglichkeiten, um schnell vor der Polizei winden zu können. Macht auch mega viel Spaß und Spaß, weil vor allem die Atmosphäre in der Stadt natürlich sehr geil ist. Da ist sehr viel Beleuchtung, selbst im Dunkeln haben wir da die Neonlichter, Straßenlampen. Das ist, wenn man so weit in die Berge kommt, sowas deutlich weniger, deutlich reduzierter. Hier ist also noch alles viel, viel heller und freundlicher, sagen wir mal, beleuchtet. Und vor allem sehr viel mit Neonlicht. Das sieht einfach ultra schön aus, hat eine super geile Atmosphäre. Und wenn man dann noch mit den Polizeijagden hier durch die Straßenschluchten fährt und noch das blau-rote Licht überall schimmern hat, das kommt einfach ultra geil rüber. Und ich finde, die Stadt ist super gut geworden. Hat auch schön viele, sagen wir mal, Hotspots, die man entdecken kann. Wir haben zum Beispiel eine Schwebebahn, auf der man fahren kann, so Spielchen. Also man hat auf jeden Fall eine Menge dort zu entdecken. Das ist einfach so viel zur Stadt. Ich finde auf jeden Fall absolutes Highlight dieses Spiel. Das sollte man auf jeden Fall erwähnen. Ja, also auch ein Highlight für mich sind einfach die Bergstraßen, Deckwood Heights, Edgewood Valley und Sandino Ranches. Die sind eigentlich, ja, sagen wir mal, sehr viel einfach um auf Landstraßen zu ballern, haben sehr viele Serpentinen hier. My friends.
Need for Speed. Heat. Need for Speed Heat Smith. Think about it, you said.
In one of these,
Next Need for Speed.
hold on a minute. Can you hear that supercharger? I need to tell my YouTube friends. Mom! Hello people and welcome back to another video featuring Need for Speed Heat and some brand new gameplay, people. This gameplay in the background looks absolutely brilliant, and this is from the actual finished version of Need for Speed Heat as well. But today we're actually talking about the story campaign once again, because we do know more information about that, and we're also going to be showing you some screenshots of some iconic Need for Speed cars that have actually returned, which is awesome news. With that being said, we're going to go straight into this video and talk about the story campaign from an article that we've actually seen today. So a brief bit of the story I got to see wasn't far from what you'd imagine. A trendy crew of young drivers who wanted to make a name for themselves, but I didn't find it cringy or annoying like I have with the previous Need for Speed games. It was also introduced to a very corrupt cop who seems to have a murderous vendetta against street racers in the city. I'm genuinely curious about how his story unfolds. It feels like it isn't beyond the realms of something you'd see in a Fast and Furious movie. There's also a virtual crew system. A list of 32 people who you see in the world stand beside their cars in your garage and act as a familiar group you can compete with at any time. The game offers plenty of social options, but they don't get in the way at any point. So if driving solo is your thing, you can take the roads on your own. So from reading from that there, the story campaign is obviously more about a police villain, a cop interceptor that just wants to take us out, send us to jail, and end of story. But obviously that isn't going to be happening. Also got a crew that we can actually ride with around Park City. That is obviously going to be your friends, where you can do your own story campaign on your own as a single player. Or if you need help in the campaign, you can also choose a friend to actually take online and do that mission with you. That's definitely the way to go with racing games nowadays, and just games overall in general. Now obviously the virtual crew system, it says a list of 32 people who you see in the world that you actually are going to see within the story mode campaign of Need for Speed Heat. We don't know what their names are at the moment, but 32 characters are actually going to see in Need for Speed Heat during the story campaign is a lot. So if I'm actually thinking about this correctly, which hopefully I am, by the looks of it, it reminds me of Need for Speed Carbon, where you can actually have one of your crew members in the race with you, and then you could give them instructions to basically say, put the other player off, make sure he doesn't pass me and come first, make sure they like draft behind them as well. Just saying, you're not a very good driver, you're absolutely rubbish at racing games, and you've got your crew member that is obviously going to be better than you. Hopefully this doesn't happen. You could then give your instruction to a driver saying, do you know what, bro, come first in that race because I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. So obviously if that does happen, that is definitely good, and like I said, it definitely gives me the vibe. Need for Speed Pro Street, Need for Speed Carbon, and Need for Speed Most Wanted, which they actually did say in a previous article that they definitely are taking over that map-wise, and by the looks of it, gameplay-wise as well. Now obviously with all that being said, we're going to talk a bit about the police aspect of the game, because realistically I haven't really talked about that much. I wanted to know more information about this, and this definitely does sound very, very good. Yeah, we've got some really good to actually talk about. So how to avoid getting busted up is up to you. So obviously you can outrun the police cars with a raw horsepower under your hood, or nimbly weave through back streets until you've lost them in the urban jungle. NOS is very much your friend when avoiding jail and getting ahead in races, but in Heat you will need to be more tactical with how you use it. Rather than one big fire that you could tap on and off as you please, this time you will have a single-use canister of nitrous oxide. So obviously on the gameplay we actually saw that the early stage of the gameplay in Need for Speed Heat we saw 3 canisters, but now at the latest stage we actually do see 5 canisters, but we don't know if that's actually an upgrade option on the game or it's just standard that actually does happen. We don't know at the moment, but yeah, it's definitely good that they've actually upgraded it to 5 this time around. So obviously you've got to pick your moments to boost wisely. You can also equip auxiliary items to use when on the run, such as repair kits, nitrous refills, and kill switch jammers. Yes, thank you for listening to us. Imagine if, obviously in Need for Speed Heat, we know we've actually got a bar where we can get damage, and imagine if you're on a massive chase and you've got a massive bill on your hands that you don't want to pay, and then you're nowhere near gas stations to get repaired. You're basically
my friends, to Need for Speed Heat in the crispy room, where we're going to see some amazing brand new cars that are coming to this game, or are in this game, should I say. This time we're going to go through the whole menu. We made a video in the past talking about what new cars are available and showing you pictures of them, and I went in depth with a car wish list I'd like to see, And so we're going to do some reactions, talking to you about what I think of the cars in this game. It is beautiful, lighted environment, lit environment, if you will. This environment reminds me of the mod that was available.
Foxy upgrade. And Foxy. And Foxy. And Foxy.
What are you guys doing to me? I'm trying to move you.
Hunter Foxy.
Oh, now I'll move myself.
Hunter Foxy.
Bye.
Hunter Foxy.
Kind of just
Hunter Foxy.
Oh, I sure gave those guys the slip. Oh, what's this? Foxy's Family Pizza. What's that? There's a box
Hunter
outside.
Foxy.
Maybe I can find some friends in here. Okay, I'll just go over here.
Hunter Foxy.
Put myself on.
Hunter Foxy.
They'll never find me. I love you so much, Batman comic number 9.
This is Radio Foxy.
Oh, the good old days. Oh, hey, what's up, Mango?
That's Mango.
What? Frank calling? Let me in on this action. Oh, hey, Jeremy. Okay. What? We were just
Wouldn't we just send it out? We would just send it out.
Guys, come in here. What the heck is this? Guys?
That's a little bit bizarre.
What on earth? It looks kind of like you.
No, it's kind of...
Look, it's like a white and pink version of me, which is basically what you are.
Okay, that's rude. I'm my own animatronic.
Mango.
Okay, yeah, true. Should we turn it on?
No.
Okay, we're not turning it on.
Yeah, we probably call management about this because
Yeah, it's probably a new animatronic. Wait, I don't know if we want to call management. This one looks newer than me. What if it's gonna replace me?
well that's how the cookie crumbles. It's how the meatball bounces.
First of all, cookies shouldn't crumble, except in your mouth. And second of all, what's a meatball?
That's NXP videos.
An offiziellen Rennveranstaltungen rund um Palm City teil, die sich in Straßenrennen
Oh, and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and welcome back to Need for Speed Heat. Now, in this... added based on the forced induction option you go with. And as you can see, suspension...
Up right now.
Oh, and what is going on today, guys? Tom Cat here, and welcome back to another episode of Need for Speed Heat. Now, we are picking up right where we left off in the previous episode, and as you can see, we're starting to mess around with the live tuning a little bit, where you can change the steering sensitivity, the downforce, the traction control, the brake bias. We don't have the parts on this card yet to mess with the downforce and the traction control or anything like that, but we are still able to mess with things like the steering sensitivity. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and head towards our next mission. Now, the way the missions work is they'll pop up around the map, and boom, you go ahead and set your route to them, and then you go ahead and go. Now, there are other missions where you will follow another car. You'll follow another character's car as they speak to you, and you follow them through the world, which those are also a lot of fun to kind of like, you know, get a little bit more depth on the characters and stuff like that. But this will give you a little bit more of a look at the environment, a little bit more of a look at some of the areas in the game where you can see a little bit more of the rural neighborhoods and stuff like that. But I actually forgot to go ahead and check my text messages and get that message off the screen for you guys. But nonetheless, we got it off, and we're going to go ahead and set off again. But real quick, I want to give you guys a chance to look around this in-game world. You can see cars parked at the houses, and you know, kind of getting some leaves blowing through the air. And I think as we go by these houses, it definitely feels very, very Florida-like. It definitely feels like, you know, your sort of suburban areas around Florida that are near a city, but not quite, you know, completely in it yet. And then as you get closer to the city, you'll start to see apartment complexes. You'll start to see more intersections and stuff like that. There's a lot of bridges, and that's actually a really good thing in my opinion, because the water looks great. The fact that we have a lot of bridges just makes me more excited to drive over the water. I mean, driving over the water always looks good, and the fact that there's so many bridges just allows us to have the ability to do that. So I think that at the end of the day, it really, really, really helps. So coming up to this gas station, I really also like the name of the gas stations, like Outrun Gas. I mean, I think that that's like really, really cool. It's sort of a nod to the old Outrun games. And also, as you can see, starting this mission flips us over into nighttime. And night is where the real magic happens in this game. Nighttime is where things really start to go down. I love the focus on these dark like pinks and purples. It really kind of makes the night feel a lot more colorful and feel a lot more alive, as opposed to just being gray. Because I feel like, you know, in a lot of games you see a lot of games that have night, but the nighttime isn't really all that vibrant and colorful. It's just gray. And when you have a night that's just gray, you don't really get a lot of personality. But when you have, you know, the purple glows, and you know, you can see the lights of the city out in the distance, it really adds to the overall life of the in-game world and adds to the life of the city. And you kind of have a nice contrast between the wet roads, the street lights, the purple ambient lighting here and there, which sometimes looks a little bit more pink, sometimes looks a little bit more purple. But the night definitely has a new vibe to it in terms of just how everything feels during the night as you're driving around. And luckily, I drove the right way, because I was really worried when I got ahead of Anna that she was going to go a way that I was not, that she was going to go a different way than the way I went. But Luckily and thankfully, as I plow head on into that F-150 because I was looking backwards, and then this dude, freaking Kenny, I think his name is coming up on the side here. Yeah, I got his name right. But anyways, the drive into the city definitely has a little bit of that underground vibe. Well, I shouldn't say a little bit. It has a lot of that underground vibe. Again, going and a lot of people have been really wanting that underground vibe back. And I think 2015 did a really good job of bringing that underground vibe back, but a lot of people didn't appreciate that game because they didn't like the physics. But I can honestly say, guys, the physics feel very, very different. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, they look the same. Well, you're going to have to take my word for it, guys, because honestly, there is a difference in feel that is not describable from a basic, like, it's not describable from the look so good in this environment. I mean, I love the way the map looks at night. I love the environment at night. I'm just honestly having such a absolute blast with this game that I can't really fully describe to you guys how much fun it is. And you're gonna have to take my word for it on the physics, because the physics are definitely something that you have to feel yourself. You have to feel them yourself as the game progresses, and as we get closer to launch, you're going to be seeing more and more content from me on the game, and you're going to have to trust me when I say that the physics have evolved, the physics are new, and the physics are different. Now, is the baseline still there? I mean, yes, if you played Need for Speed before, you will be able to jump into this physics system. Driving into the city at night, you see the whole city lit up. The game is very, very aesthetically pleasing to look at. It's very, very visually pleasing. The lighting is gorgeous. The reflections are gorgeous. And I think that's one of the biggest takeaways that I had from playing it. And every time I get to play it again, that's another big takeaway that I have over and over and over and over. The lighting and the visuals are so satisfying to look at that as you blast through the city during the night, you just look around and you go, oh my god, this looks incredible. And it honestly really, really does, because it's almost a little bit distracting at times, because you're like, wow, this is so pretty, and you're like, I need to be focusing on the race at hand. Luckily, we were able to win that one, as opposed to the less than optimal result we had in the previous race. And honestly, I think a good way to describe the physics here too is you can see as I'm driving in these races that the car isn't always sliding. You know what I mean? The car isn't always sliding. The car isn't always getting crazy out of shape. There are some times when it slides, but that's more due to like me telling it to slide, really. And you know, when you tell it to slide, that's just the car doing what you asked it to do. Now, driving around at night, I didn't really get into all that much trouble on this particular night, but don't worry, we have some crazy nighttime chases coming for you guys very, very soon. This is more of a look at the night races and a little bit more of a look at night from an aesthetic standpoint. And I think that at the end of the day, it's important to have a good look at what night really does look like in this game, because I think returning to that nighttime dynamic is really, really important. And also, I have a feeling that I'm going to be spending a lot of time at night, a lot of time in the game at night, because I just love how it looks, man. Now, when you're out in the countryside, it's not quite as vibrant, obviously, but when you're in the city, oh my god, the city at night is the place to be. I'm definitely a massive fan of the city during the night. Now, when you end the night, you'll get money, and you will also get rep, which you need the rep to unlock parts, and you need the money to then buy those parts and also buy the cars. So the use of night is more to get rep than anything else. We leveled up a little bit. We were almost level 3. Didn't quite have enough to get there, but I think at the end of the day, we'll definitely be ranking up a lot more in the episodes to come. But if you guys are enjoying this Need for Speed Heat series,
So wieder hallo, willkommen zu einem neuen Video zu Need for Speed Heat. Und in diesem Video möchte ich euch mal ein bisschen Gameplay und ein paar Infos zum Performance-Tuning in meinem Need for Speed liefern. Bisher haben wir zu dem Ganzen ja immer nur einen Under the Hood Artikel bekommen gehabt, wo es ein bisschen wunderschön beschrieben worden ist. Und ja, es gab leider gar keine Footage oder irgendwas dazu zu sehen. Und ja, da ich jetzt das finale Spiel aufnehmen konnte, kann ich euch natürlich jetzt ein bisschen genauer zeigen, wie das Performance-Tuning funktioniert und welche Vorteile und Raffinessen es hat. Und dafür habe ich mir in diesem wunderschönen Gameplay den Golf 1 genommen. Und das hat einen ganz einfachen Grund. Eins der neuen Features von Need for Speed Heat sind ja Engine Swaps. Und die werden aber natürlich auch erst über die Level freigeschaltet, wie alle Performance-Teile. Performance-Teile werden ja über Level freigeschaltet, den ihr natürlich in der Nacht durch Reputation erhöhen könnt. Und die Engine Swaps sind bei höherklassigen Autos natürlich nicht direkt freigeschaltet. Die brauchen noch höhere Level.
Notification bell to never miss a Red Header video. Oh my gosh!
Granny.
Look at all these grannies! Look at them all! Oh, I'm
Granny.
getting wrecked. Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to our episode of GJ5. And today we are back as Bonnie, and we have a little bit of a problem with the house, and we're gonna go and.
What a day, guys. Today we got to see up to 6 hours of continuous so far, and 74% of the 2,300 votes we have there say that Need for Speed Heat is amazing. Okay, so I asked you guys what you thought about Need for Speed Heat, and you got 74% votes that the game is amazing, and you guys are definitely going to do your best to get a copy of it. So I can't wait to play with you guys. It's just a matter of about 3 weeks for us to be able to enjoy this game together. But I want to talk about 5 things today. I'm going to cover the story, I'm going to cover the progression, we're going to talk about the cars, the mechanics like handling, pursuits, and stuff of that nature. And finally I want to talk about the sound, because I feel like all those things are important things that I want to talk about in this video before I end it. Before we go on to talk about other things about Need for Speed Heat as we continue with the rest of the week. Okay, so number one, today talking about the story, you got to meet Anna, okay? A beautiful character. I think they did a fantastic job acting her role, and at the same time giving her a proper script. So Philip Huxley, good job at writing the story of Need for Speed Heat, because so far we're very impressed. Obviously, it's a video game, and it's not as easy to do with a movie versus with a movie, but I think that you guys have been able to get her character portrayed correctly. And then we have crooked officers like Shaw, Officer Torres that showed up at the beginning of the cutscene, and also Lieutenant Mercer that now gets a full introduction, a proper introduction into Need for Speed Heat. What a showdown! And no reference to the showdown yet. We're not going to talk about that yet, but I gotta say those characters really portrayed a fierce and aggressive behavior, and obviously a way darker tone set for the entire story of Need for Speed Heat, which is something that we were all asking for. We also got to meet Lucas, Anna's brother, the mechanic whose father was a mechanic and a racer, and left in the garage, and then he allows you to customize your cars and pick your cars in the beginning. And well, what a nice show of a way of friendship and partnership for you to be able to pick your car and then start racing and earning some reps in the street. A career mode, and also a night career mode, focus on a lot of other things. We can all agree that Ghost has put in a lot more effort into this game versus any other game that we have seen from them so far. And I gotta give it to them. I love the fact that they have put in so much hard work and so many hours into making Need for Speed Heat a different.
was 6. Just remember. Last year. Crash. No. Huh? I don't turn. Blue and white. Three. Very short. Okay. It's good. Good officer. Okay. That's a spike. Red. Danger. That's danger. Should be right. Then he'll lay a third shot. Okay. There's what kind of field this right now. Not really card fetch. Look at the guy. Look at it, too. The guy's a bad player. Not a good player. It's good. Pretty high.
excited as much as I was playing it. First thing, totally ignored the spin right there and went for a full-on slam with my bum.
Okay.
So that was the smooth transitioning to your character selection. You got 6 girls and 6 guys to choose from.
6 guys, 6 girls. Into the guys.
You got 6 girls and 6 guys to choose
The
from.
guy. Six guys. 6 girls.
So that was the smooth transitioning to your character selection. You got 6 girls and 6 guys to choose from. You got Rami Malek. This sounds like Rami Malek right there.
How can I help?
Time for a car.
Where it is, cars out of here? We can.
The game is going to give you like a second to try on how to use the mechanics, especially the drifting.